This call is being recorded.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How was your weekend?
So, it was great. How was yours?
It was good, thanks. Can you hear me okay? Or
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
yes, yeah, I was just making sure that you could hear me okay. um,
I can hear you fine.
yeah, it was good. It was good. I was in Portland, Oregon, for the weekend visiting friends, and but unfortunately, I've been really busy this morning because my son's sick, so I've been having to deal with that. But he's just a little guy. He's only 3 years old. So, um, but I'm ready for the call. I can handle the call. I'm just saying I've been pretty busy with that. So I really haven't had a lot of time to review this information. So hopefully that's okay.
No, that's fine. I hope your son is doing fine. That's pretty sad, but don't worry about the document I sent you. That is just a primary reference for me, but you can always skim through it during the call if you need.
Okay. Okay, good. Thank you.
If you want, you can always reschedule the call if you're busy with your son, taking care of him. If he needs your attention, that's totally fine.
No, I think we can get through this. How long does it usually take? About?
About 90 minutes to 2 hours. It
Okay.
depends on. Okay, great. So, just like to make, I gather that you want to keep your career trajectory the same, just aim for higher positions in the financial sector. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much, or even a lateral move. I mean, that's fine. I'm not really looking to manage people. I really just want to stay in the same type of level, um, responsibility sales position. If I can move up in a sales position, that's fine, absolutely. But I'm not
Okay,
looking to manage anybody or anything like that. So.
okay, great. So, before we get started, I just wanted to give you an idea of what our call will look like. We'll be following along with each of your experiences in an orderly fashion. That way, the interview remains focused and systematic. The main purpose is to identify key achievements from your experiences. So, whenever we discuss one of your accomplishments, I'd like us to break it down into three parts. First, we will discuss the situation or challenge that you were presented with, and then we will discuss the actions you took to overcome said challenges. And lastly, we will move on to the result of your actions. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, great. Start with which is director at JMFA from 2015 to present. The date is correct, right?
Correct. Yeah, 2015 to present. Yeah, January 2015.
Got it. Okay. So, what were your primary responsibilities in this position?
My primary responsibilities in this position, I cover Illinois and Michigan, both states.
Mm.
Um, I
Okay.
am I am in a hunter and farming type role. You're familiar with those terms, right? I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know if you might word it differently, but I'm just, for the sake of the call, and I just, say it that way. But I'm responsible for generating new business as well as cultivating the current relationships that we have, and generating, other revenue potential streams through cross-selling. So those are really my primary objectives in covering Illinois and Michigan. And I sell to both banks and credit unions on a local and regional level. So I do have experience with both. The other thing I would want notated is that I would say at least 90% of the time I'm dealing with C-level decision makers. So I think
Okay.
that carries weight versus just dealing with some low-end type person. So I have, almost 5 years experience, dealing with C-level people, and those are most of my contacts that I have. So,
Got it.
then as far as other responsibilities, cross-selling, I'm responsible to cross-sell some of our other services and business partners. So I work with Contract Optimizer. That's one of our other services besides, oh, I'm sorry, I should have mentioned. So Next Generation Overdraft Privilege, that's the primary service that I'm responsible for growth and maintaining relationships, and growing that product in
Okay.
Illinois and Michigan. So Next Generation Overdraft Privilege, I'm responsible for lifting service charge income, lifting fee income, lifting service charge income, and providing a better service to to financial institutions, customers, or consumers, however you want to word it. Credit unions are kind of weird. They don't like to hear customer, and banks don't like to hear member. So they're kind of, funny about that. If you
Mm-hmm.
go into a credit union meeting and you say customer, they kind of turn an eye at you like, what did you say? So when I'm in a credit union, I always have to refer to them as members.
Okay.
But so Next Generation Overdraft Privilege is the primary service that I'm trying to sell, and I neglected to mention that part. So then, as far as cross-selling, then I'm working with Contract Optimizer. That's a JMFA service, and that's vendor management. That's in regards to saving clients time and money around their contracts. It's vendor management. So that's our
Okay.
other service that I'm cross-selling, that I'm trying to get sales on as well. And I
Mm-hmm.
do have experience around that service. Then we have two business partners. Stellar Strategic is one of our business partners. My job is to try to cross-sell their products with my current business or prospects, and
Okay.
what they do is they increase the number of direct auto loans. So it's like auto loan recapture. There's other words for it, but direct auto loans. So a lot of financial institutions have indirect loans, indirect loans
Mm-hmm.
where they don't have the loan with the member or customer directly. And that's a disadvantage because they make less money. They don't have a checking account. There's a lot of negatives to that. So this business partner has strategies that help the financial institutions turn that number around to more positive direct auto loans, and they save them money and things like that. So
Okay.
that's
And you
what,
bring clients to them.
huh?
And you bring clients to them, or do you
Yes,
manage
yes,
the
yes.
clients for them?
I bring clients to them
Okay.
after I qualify. So I qualify those opportunities for them, and then I work with them through the sales process. So I'm
What do you
on.
mean by, sorry to interrupt, what do you mean by qualify the opportunities for them? Do you identify the
Well, so yeah,
opportunities?
so when I go into a first meeting, or when I go into a first meeting with a client, or let's say it's a client that I already have that's in my book of business, when I go
Okay.
in for conversations, I'm qualifying by talking to them about the Stellar Strategic's direct auto loan program. I'm talking to them, qualifying, trying to see if it's a good fit. And then
Got
once
it.
I find out it's a good fit, then I contact Stellar Strategic and get them engaged. And then from that point, I sit on, like the presentations and pay it, I'm involved, but to a lower degree. I'm not selling it exactly, but I basically am qualifying the lead and assisting in moving it through the sales process
Got it.
um,
Okay.
for our business partner. That's a business partner. And then
Mm-hmm.
they also have another service, which is a checking rewards program. I'm sure you've heard of those in the industry. So it's to lift the number of checking accounts, grow the number of accounts they have. So they have a rewards checking program, and I assist with that too, to try to qualify leads, generate opportunities for them too. So it's all around cross selling. I mean, I'm trying to get other opportunities.
Okay. And have you managed to increase the opportunities for that one?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I actually was an early adopter. I was, because we just started this business relationship last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I was the first one to have sales in it, and I've already gotten